Coach, back following the Oregon game and had a night to watch the film. And this morning, what were your observations?
Well, there's some frustration in our execution on offense in the red zone. We got to execute better. Even out in the field, there's some things that we could have done better. And with that being said, we still controlled the clock, did the things we wanted to do from a game plan standpoint. We just need to make a few more plays that were available to us, and I think there's that. And then from a special team standpoint, we had that early punt block, which was big. Credit them. I thought they did a nice job with that. And then obviously we missed a key tackle on that kickoff return. So there's 14 points off of that, 2 touchdowns, and difference in the game at the end of the day were those 2 special teams pieces there.
You talked about the offense. You were able to run what I think 87 plays. So obviously there was something working for you. I mean, were you? Is that what you wanted? You thought you could do against this team is to, control the clock like that and kind of spread it around the field?
Yeah, I mean that's what we wanted to do, and you go through the film, and all the things we worked on were there, and we made some of the plays, and then we just didn't at times, and as a coach, there's some frustration when we can make more plays out there and we don't make them, but I was proud of the players in terms of their focus, their intensity, their maturity in a lot of ways. There were some things in that game. We had a block punt early in the game. I don't think it fazed them. They just kept playing and carried some swagger and went out there and just wanted to play physical football, and we did. And the difference is we didn't capitalize on opportunities, and I thought Oregon did, and that was the difference in the game.
Talk about your defense. Obviously, trying to chase down that speed that permeates the Oregon offensive lineup. They hung with them and really made them fight and scratch for everything they got.
Yeah, they did, and our defense played hard this game, and like they do. I mean, it's been pretty consistent from an effort standpoint. Played smarter, and I thought we gave them a lot of trouble at times, and I was proud of our players' effort, and I thought they did a lot of good things.
DeMonte Horton, be it good positioning or good ball hawking skills, picked off his fourth interception of the season, 4th in 4 games.
Yeah.
How's his maturation coming?
Well, there's confidence that's growing, and you watch him even in the run game, and he's getting better and better there too, and he's just got a lot of savvy, and I'll tell you though, when he was running down the end, he looked like he was carrying a couple trucks, a couple of linemen almost caught him. He's lucky that didn't happen, else he'd be ribbed for a long time.
You look forward now to California. Another opportunity presents itself. What do you know about the Golden Bears?
Well, I know they're extremely talented athletically on defense, number one, and they're big, physical guys, and they've got a tremendous amount of talent there. And I know they've struggled a little bit at quarterback, and looking to get some answers there, but they're not short of talent. It's a particular receiver on offense. They've got 2 great players there, and the Jones kid and the Allen kid, and their offensive line seems to be pretty consistent and solid right now. And so, they're a good talent football team, and if they play a good ball game, they take care of the football. They usually put themselves in position to win the games, and that's what I know of them right now.
Yeah, you're playing in a unique environment in that it's not at Memorial Stadium. That's undergoing a renovation. You're playing in a baseball stadium, AT&T Park in San Francisco. Any challenges that presents?
Well, I don't know. It'll be different, I think, but never being there and being part of that setup, it's hard for me to say. I think one of the end zones is a little bit shorter than the other because of location of the stands next to it. So I don't know. We're gonna find out. But for us, again, we've got to just stay so focused on who we are and what we got to get accomplished and play Cougar football again. And I felt in a lot of ways we did some things we've been trying to strive for this last game, and play with some toughness and physicality. And we got to, down the stretch here, we got to continue to grow in those areas and really worry about just this game only, and play the kind of football we're working towards.
What's it say about this team that 2 weeks ago against Oregon State, you don't play, a solid game in your estimation. You come back against a national power and play one of your better games of the year in many ways.
Yeah, it's I think it's very typical of a team and a program trying to get over that next hurdle. A year ago we were looking for moral victories. We were looking for victories, but moral victories were a little bit more. You could settle with those a little bit easier. But now we're in a situation where we want to get over that hump and win games. Obviously, go to a bowl game, and we're taking that next step. I think our players understand, if they don't play a good football game, they know, and they're going to come back and respond in a real positive manner. And I think that's a great sign of growth that we haven't had in the past. And it's another step in the right direction. But, we need to put ourselves in a position where we win football games. And that's what we're going to try to do this week against Cal.
One final thing, we've talked about the development throughout the season at different stages. But looking over your roster and just looking at the youth that's there, 5 fifth-year seniors, 11 fourth-year juniors or seniors. So the majority of your team, 28 third-year players, 28 second-year players, and 33 first-year players. So the majority of your team is still within their third year, not even completed their third year.
Yeah.
That really just has to bode well for the future of Cougar football.
Oh, it really does, and that's what I've been saying all along. And I know the frustration that people have, I do, and everybody, about winning games and how important it is. But unfortunately, the cupboards were bare 100% when we got here. So when you look at all the classes, they're relatively bare. There are some few kids there, and a few kids in football might as well be bare because you need so many guys. But we've had 3 full recruiting classes here on campus, and all 3 of those are really, really good. We've got to keep adding another one. And once we get that pushed through the system, you're going to have a competitive football team that can compete week in and week out without question, win a lot of games, go to bowls, compete for championships. And we're just one step closer to those goals. And this team's starting to prove that week in and week out. Because if you look at the big picture of this season, we've played darn good football other than 1 week. We did not play well against Oregon State, but other than that, we've played good football, and we've come out short on some games, but we played good football.
Well, let's take another step this week and get a victory against California.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Bill.